Hello everyone and welcome back to another PHP programming tutorial. So in the previous video we worked on managing articles. We could list them. Today we are gonna work on adding an article, right, which doesn't work for now, editing an article, and removing an article. So in order to do that, I'm going to copy the logic for adding a section into that. So I need to go and add article part to the admin. So first I'll search to add section, and I am going to copy things from here. I'll copy this. It's almost the same logic, nothing fancy here. I'm just redirecting to the page to be rendered. Add article. So here, what do we have? We have add article. There you go. And if the administrator is not logged in, he will be redirected to the login page. Otherwise, go to the add article. There you go. Now I won't do the whole page in a correct way. I'll do something, and later on, after finishing, I will modify it. So let's go to the rendering of the page. So here, this is add section, and the page is there's in the admin there is add section. We need something else called add article. So I'm going to copy this page and paste it in the same folder. So here, this is going to be renamed. I'm going to rename it to add article and hit enter. Now what do we have in here? This is going to be not do add section, but do add article. There you go. And the title here, this is going to be add article. There you go. And article name. Okay. And this is going to be what? Article name. That's the name of the parameter. Next, we need to describe. Let me see the rest of the fields. I will show the structure of the database to make things easier to remember. Give it a second. What was it? Article content, I think. I think it was article content. Let's go CMS. Wow, super slow. Come on. Okay. Okay, so we have article name, article content. I'm gonna say content. Okay. Article content. Okay. So article content, we have published date and section ID. This is going to be published. Okay, so what was it? Article published. Article published. You could give it any other name, but in my case, this is going to be yes, no. It's going to be yes, and there's going to be no. Very straightforward. Do we need any other field? We have article date, section ID, so we will add date. This is going to be article date, one word. There you go. And yeah, this is it. And there is the section ID I'm going to ignore for now. Okay, so this should be enough. Let's go back here. So I'm gonna say add article. We have add article name, contents. You can see this one is actually a single line. right? And the date is not displaying a date. So for this one, I'm going to change it for now. Instead of content, I will change this to, I will change this to text area, and you open text area. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this should be it. Okay, so let's save and let's refresh. Oh, wait a minute. What? Text area and what? Refresh. Okay. Text area. Did I write something wrong? Give me a second, please. Oh, it seems like I wrote it a little bit wrong. Okay. Maybe I misplaced this one. Okay. Never mind that. Anyway, so this one's actually, you know, you could expand it, but actually we can change its height and so on. So this will be actually the content of the page. So you want it to be a little bit big. For this reason, I'm going to say here style width, I'm gonna say 100%, height 10 centimeters. There you go. I'm not sure this will do, but let's see. Okay, so now the width, this didn't help us much in terms of width, so instead of this one, I'm gonna say 20 centimeters or something like that and refresh. Still, oops, a percentage, refresh. Okay, so now this seems to be okay, right? So we have a big area, we could write something in it. But if we refresh, what do we find? That there's some text at the beginning. And the reason is that, well, there's spaces in here. So I'm going to remove the spaces, save and refresh now. Refresh again, and now you know the pointers at the beginning. Yeah, so this is the text area. Also, let me go to the previous one and just add style width 100%. Refresh. That's awesome. Now let's go to the date. Again, style width 100%, type equal date if I'm not mistaken, and we refresh, and now we get a date time picker, as you can see here. Okay, so it already looks much better. Okay, so we write the article name, the article content, whatever we want to, and we specify the date, yes, no, and we just hit either back if we want to go back, and the back is getting me to the sections, which is wrong. I need to go to what? To articles. Okay, so let me go to the this one is gonna be list articles. There you go, list articles, and what do we have? Articles published, to add article. Okay, that's good. Let's refresh this one and go back, and I'm returning to here. Add article, I will get into here. Okay, so yeah, we specify things and we press just add. Now we need to work on do add article. Now to do this, I will go back to the administrator and I will search for do add section, and it's gonna be kind of similar code. Okay, so processing adding article. So do add article. There you go, do add article. Make sure administrators logged in, that's fine. So what do we have here? We have, let's go back. Give me a second, please. Okay, so we have article name. We have article content. We have, what was it? It was article date and article published. Okay, so we've got these guys. Article name, content, article published, and date. The section ID, we'll get into that later. So this is great. So let's add, let's check if the article name is being set. We will get the value from the post. Now if the article content in post is being set, we will fill the variable from the post. And if the article date is being set, again same logic applies. And finally, if the article published, if the article published in the post is available or set, then we will also fill that. Okay, so now we will check if the article name is missing or the article content is missing. Okay, or the article date article date, or the article date is missing, or article published it's going to be yes, and article published, this is going to be no. Okay, in that case we show the message you should enter the fields correctly. Now the problem with this one is that if there is any error, all the data entry is gone. There is a way to address this, but we will handle this later on. So we have go to add article, there you go, and if all is fine, we say article obj, article object in articles, there you go, article object, article object, article object. Okay, so article name, article content, article date, article published. Okay, you can see the code is almost similar to the previous one. I'm just filling the fields of the object, just filling the fields of the object without, doing much. Anyway, could not connect to the database. Go to articles, okay, add article, if all goes well, I should just say article obj insert into database and list articles. otherwise could not add article, and basically add article, and that's it. So now the logic's finished. Let's go back to our page and go back. I will just say add article. This is gonna be okay, Malaysia. Okay, or let's say, yeah, maybe my trip to Malaysia. Oh, okay, I went to a trip there. Okay, let's assume this is a full-length article. Okay, and it happened some years ago, probably. Obviously in the past, not the future. So maybe let's say here January. Okay, and yes, I want to publish it. Now if I press add, and you can see we managed to have it added, but the date is missing, as you can see here. Okay, so let's refresh this page in the database to see what was filled in here. Okay, so my trip in Malaysia here, article name, and you can see here this is a big, you can see this field. Yeah, it's displaying multiple lines. So all's fine except for the article date field. So it seems that we made a mistake in there. So where is the logic? Let's have a look. So we have article date. So let's go to sections. So no sections, articles, class, and article date. Okay. Wait a minute, let's have a look. So the field here is what? Article date. The insert is what? Article date. This arrow, article date, that's fine. Now let's go to the administrator. Maybe I misspelled something. Let's go, where's the admin control? This is the admin, right? Oops. And okay, so article date. Okay, one last thing, I just want to go to add article and make sure the name of the variable here is article date, right? So article date, it's all matching. As you can see, they are all highlighted. So I'll just copy this one, go to add article user interface, and the name article date. There you go. Now let's go to the administrator. Let's go into what? Let's go into here. Okay, and I'll debug this. Yeah, and now let's go to add another article. My trip to the US. Never been there before. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be something like this. Okay. And yes. So I'll press add. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay. So article name, there you go. Article content and article date. What do we have in here? Okay, so we got the date, that's fine. We are checking these, we are filling these, and let me see the article object. Okay, this is weird because, oh, article date not set, what? Oh, do you know what the error is? I used a single assignment, so the value was overwritten. So I need to use a double assignment. Let me stop this. Let's go back here and I refresh and resubmit the form, and still have the same issue probably. Okay, let's put this breakpoint here again and debug. Okay, apparently I forgot to. My trip to India. Love it. Okay, and some date over here and add F10, 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 F10. We continue, blah, 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 blah. And okay, so let me see the object. And now we have the date set. Awesome. Thing get inserted, and yeah, go here. Okay, remove this breakpoint. Now let me refresh list articles, and now we have the date. So all is working perfectly, no problem there. So we finished adding the article. That's awesome. And now we want to actually set this section. Before that, let us work on editing the article and removing it, and probably tomorrow we will handle the sections, I hope. Yeah, so that's it. Let us go back to our user interface, and in the edit we have edit article, so we need to go to edit section, right? So let's go to the administrator control and let's search for edit section. There you go. And we will add a similar if statement for editing an article. Edit article. There you go. So do we have here edit article? There you go. By the way, if you find that this file contains many if statements or something like that, you could reduce complexity by separating these into different files, and then you just include them one after another. Basically, this works without a problem. Okay, you just separate the related logic into different files. It will work perfectly fine. Anyway, let's go back to our code. So here at the login, I get the parameter, could not connect. If there's a problem, go to a list articles. There you go. And from this one, we have article edited equals articles, get article by ID, there you go. And if the article being edited is null, then error could not load article. Otherwise, redirect to list articles. Otherwise, I continue rendering things and go to edit article. There you go. Now we go to the edit section rendering part and make a copy of it, paste it in the same directory, and I will rename this one to edit article this time. Okay, so we do things similarly to the previous work, right? So do edit article is the way we are sending things, and we need to specify the ID. So article edited dash is gonna be what? Article ID. Okay, and this is gonna be edit article. And what do we have? So instead of section name, we have article name, and this is gonna be article name value article edited followed by article name, and basically we say style width 100%. There you go. And this is gonna be article content or content. Okay, so now instead of an input we will have something different. Okay, so this is gonna be text area, this is gonna be article content. Now instead of value, what do we have in here? Let's first specify the style width, what was it, 20 centimeter, height 10 centimeters or something like that. Yeah, and here directly we just say equals article edited arrows article content. There you go. And we close this, followed by slash text area, and we close it. So we finish the article content. And then what do we have? We need the article date or the published date. I'm going to say date here, input time, article date, value, article edited, or article date, type equals date, something like this. Very straightforward. And finally we have published or publish. This is gonna be article published. That's it. So this is gonna be yes, and this is gonna be no. Oops, no. So if article edited equals yes, then select it, and this is yes. And if article edited status equals no, then just echo selected, and this is gonna be no. And that should be edit. Okay, list articles for the cancel, list articles. There you go. And go, yeah, this should be it. Now let's go and refresh the page, and what do we have in here? Oops, there's no article status. So yeah, very sorry about that. Not status, this is article published. Almost right. Okay, we save in here and we refresh again. Yes, you can see they, okay, let me say back and go to the US. Okay, never been to the US, and there's no date value here. And now I could press edit, and do edit article does not exist, so I just need to add the logic in here. So let me go back to the administrator and go to do edit section, and this is gonna be do edit article. Processing editing article. So this is gonna be do edit article. Okay, very straightforward. So if the administrator is not logged in, just redirect to the login page, we have the four properties: article name, article content. There you go. Yeah. Article date and article published. Equals nothing. Okay, so I've got these guys. Actually, let me go to do add article because I want to copy some of the steps in here. Yeah, this will make things a little bit easier to edit. Article, there you go. Some of the steps are a little bit similar, so basically we want to fill the fields, right, as you can see here, and we want to do validation. But in here, yeah, we are going to, so if the parameters are not accurate, well, this is going to be edit article. So what did I do here? I just say here redirect to the edit article if any of the parameters are not accurate, and I pass the ID of the article being edited. Otherwise, I create the object and fill it. Well, it's not exactly the same in here, right? So let me remove this code. We open connection, and yeah, go here. And we put this one in here. There you go. So we open a connection to the database, and if there is any problem, we go to list articles. Okay, and we get this one. We say article edited equals articles, get article by ID. Article by ID, and article edited equals null. Could not load article list articles. Okay, and after I load the article, I will just say article edited. Yeah, so we fill the object. Very straightforward. So article edited, arrow update the database. If all goes well, list articles. There you go. And return. Otherwise, could not edit article. And what do we have here? Admin edit article. Sorry. So that's it. This is the whole logic. So before I do anything, let me read with you what this does. Basically, we make sure first that the administrator is logged in. We are preparing these variables to have their values filled in. Next, we check that the post parameters that are supposed to be received are there. And if they are there, I will fill the variables to work on them. Next, I will check that all the variables are valid. If there's a problem, I will ask the user to re-enter the whole thing. This is not ideal, but there's a better way to do it. We will see that later on. Okay, I open a connection to the database, and then I will load the object, okay, to make sure it really exists. Okay, and later on I update the required fields and update the database. It's as simple as that. Let's go, and let me go back. Okay, my trip to the US, I will say updated. Okay, never been there before. So I might go to LA. Okay, something like that. And this is the date, whatever, not published. Okay, and I press edit and could not edit article. So there is a problem in the code. So let's go to the log file. What do we have? You have error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual corresponding to this. Use near section ID question mark where article ID at line 6. Okay, so let's go to the edit part. So articles, not edit, update. So update article, set section name. Oh, so there is a comma here that I forgot. Very sorry. So let me go back to here and update it. Probably I am going to LA first. Okay, and let me choose this date, whatever, and no, I don't want to publish it, and edit. Okay, so you can see my trip to LA updated, and this is the date, and I said that it is not published. If I press edit again, okay, you can see now, and everything's here. So now editing is working very well. Okay, the last thing will be remove, right? I'm not sure how long has it been. Yeah, I think we could do the remove also, and that will leave us with the sections for tomorrow, right? Yeah, let's do the remove. Okay, so editing now works. So for the remove, if I press here, now there is a remove article. Okay, so let's go to the logic of the administrator and we will search for remove section. There you go, this is the remove section, and I'm gonna copy this one, and the nice thing is that the logic almost repeats itself. You don't have to, you know, think too much about it, right? So we have remove section in here. This is gonna be remove article. There you go. And else if action. Okay, remove article. There you go. We make sure the administrator is logged in. I get the parameter. Could not connect to DB. If there's a problem, go to list articles. There you go, list articles. And not removed, but here section article removed, not section removed. Articles. Okay, and get article by ID. Okay, so article removed. Could not load article. Okay, so this is gonna be list article. There we go. Very straightforward, and then I will render the page remove article. There we go. Now what am I going to do is, instead of copying the page of a remove section, I will modify, I will copy edit article and modify it. Okay, so because instead of rewrite, it will require less rewrite. Okay, so I have to remove article. There you go. So remove article. Let's see, what should I do here? So do remove article, not edit. Remove. So article removed. Arrow article ID. This is gonna be remove article, and this is gonna be input name article removed. There you go. And finally I just need to say read only. Awesome. Now this next one is also read only, and this is gonna be removed. Okay. The next one is also read only. Instead of edited, it's gonna be removed. And the next one need to be read only, removed, removed, and this is gonna be remove, and list articles. Yeah, I think that will be it. This is the logic needed. So let me go back. I want to remove the last one, my trip to India, and I can't type anything here nor here, or oh, this one need to be converted into a text box. Okay, so instead of wait a minute, after published, okay, article published, article published. There you go. Refresh again. Okay. Oh, this is what? Not date. Refresh again. Yeah, that's it. So we just need to add the logic now for removal. So if I press remove, oops, if I press remove, I need to add the do remove article action. Okay, so let's go back to the administrator. Do remove section. I'm gonna copy this guy. Control remove section, Control C, and here, Control V. Processing or removing an article. To remove article. Administrator is logged in, open connection. If there's an error, go to list articles. Okay, so article removed equals articles, get article. Now you might be wondering, why do I need to load the article from the database before deleting it? Well, you don't have to. You could use the ID and remove it right away. But I prefer always, before removing something based on the IDs, to load it from the database to make sure that it exists. Okay, this is the only reason. There is no other good reason for it. Okay, it is only my preference. So if you don't want to load the object from the database before removing it, totally fine, no problem there. Okay, not everything I do is a correct way of doing things. I do so many stupid stuff when I program. Okay, could not load article, there you go. List articles, there you go. And so this is gonna be remove whatever here, list articles. Could not remove article, remove article, there you go. This is the logic, that's it. Let me go back in here. I want to remove my trip to India and remove. So it's gone. I will remove my trip to Malaysia and it's gone, and that's it. Now, one last thing is needed, which is selecting to which section this article belongs to. It requires a little bit of work, not much, but I will leave this to the next video. So, uh, I hope you find this useful and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.